Hey ho guys, welcome back to episode 6 of Satisfactory. You know what I really like to look at? These biomass generators just blinking red and the production still running. Because now we don't need biomass anymore, because last episode we did automate the coal production, which is really awesome. So now we can just dismantle all of these biomass burners and build something more awesome instead in this place. Now the first thing I want to get done today is to automate cables and wires, because as I said last time, this is really starting to get on my nerves. I believe I may have just... yeah, I just cut off this miner. Not the best of ideas, I guess. Okay, yeah, that's clashing with the foundations. So we'll just do it like so. Done. Easy. So yeah, as I said, I'm gonna take all of this down. All the biofuel production, because we won't need that anymore either. Then I can take away all the foundations, because remember they were temporary anyway. Now what's this? One wood, seriously? Yeah, so I'm just gonna trash that. 5 leaves probably. Oh, I can pick those up, okay. Now what's this? Iron rods. You know what, I'm just gonna put away some stuff into personal storage. I just like to keep my bios things in here. Like now I'm just gonna check the biomass in the slag. I picked up the slag, by the way, while I was chopping down trees. It was just kind of in the way, so I figured I might as well pick it up. Nice. So this is all gone now. And for the copper production, I think I'm gonna build it somewhere here in this area, because there are more copper sources back there, I believe. Let's check. So copper right there, okay. Then there's some back there. Yeah, and then we got more in this direction. And I just want to check out where that is, so that I can plan where to put my copper wire production. So just give me a second. Okay, so here we are. This is the copper mine that I found with the scanner. And actually it's not too far away, but it's up here. You know, that's our other copper mine. This is our production, so we could just, you know, channel it down here and build a conveyor belt going this way. And I think that's what we're gonna do, because all the other copper sources are kind of far away. I mean, we got this and that. Then there's some back there, which I know about, but that's a bit further. So yeah, but that's a good thing, because if we have the copper production down there and we plan to extend, then we can just grab the copper from back there and pipe it over here into the same building, and then we'll just have one central place for copper production. So that's gonna be nice. So I'm just gonna mine away this pure stuff here. You already know about that, right? And yeah, that's of course to place a miner on this. But I believe I didn't actually, yeah, I didn't bring the resources needed. Even though, you know what, I might just get it done. If I just plonk down the workshop right here, then make a portable miner. Take that back down, then place the miner. Yeah, that's gonna work. So this is a Mark 1 miner for now, so a normal conveyor belt is going to be fine as well. Now I don't really know how I want to do this, so maybe I just want to use conveyor lifts here. Would probably make a lot of sense, but I don't really know how far these can go even, or how high rather. So if I go like this, oh great, now I'm trapped. So if I go and just put this up to the edge, then can I attach a conveyor lift to that and drag it down? I can. So that's pretty nice. Actually. So I'm gonna put it just like so. And that's, yeah, that's kind of clipping through the mountain, but that should not be a problem. And now if I attach another one here, yeah, I can just take it down all the way to there. Then I have a nice lift. I think that looks pretty nice as well. So now, for now, I can just, you know, just build a random conveyor like so. Because I don't really want to get into placing these properly, because I'll need foundations for that. And all of that jazz. Which I don't really fancy right now, so yeah. Too long, like so. And like this for now. Now I just need to bring power to the miner. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna skip that, because I got more interesting things to show you later on. Okay, so just to give you a bit of an update, that was brilliant. Hang on a second. So anyway, as you may see, I already set up a bunch of things up here. Here in the front we have 4 smelters, because currently we do have this and that copper mine, both with normal resource nodes, so producing enough copper for 4 smelters. And I'm going to connect those via the conveyor lifts again, just to make it a bit neater. Then over here we have the connections to the constructors, and of course all of these constructors will be making wires, 3 of those, and as you can see they're taking 15 per minute, and this produces 30, so yeah, that's gonna be absolutely fine if I split it into 2, and so we have 8 constructors making the copper wires over here, and again I can't get between those. Then in the front here we're gonna have 6 constructors making cables, because half of these are going to be turned into cables, so 4 outputs. It's gonna total 120 wires. Yeah, no, it's not actually, hang on. 4 of these outputs, and no, they will total 180 wires exactly, and these will require 30 wires per minute. So you can see that, yeah, that's gonna be exactly 4 of these feeding into 6 of these, but that's a bit tricky to build, because for that I will have to put exactly 2/3 of one of these into one of those, so split every conveyor into 3 like I did here, then join 2 of those back together to feed into there. Now I got 1 belt going in here, now I need 1 of those coming from there to go into here, and the other 2 going into there, and so on. And I guess that may turn out to be pretty tricky, so I just hope I can do it in a reasonable time, because I don't want to be spending all day just on placing conveyors. And you can see I left myself a lot of space here just so I can figure that out, because yeah, right now it's a bit complicated. You know what, actually those make 45 per minute, and I need to split 2 into 3 basically. No, I need to split, yeah I do, I need to split 2 of these into 3 of those. So why don't I just go a completely different route, because I forgot that I now have the better conveyors, you know. So rather than doing all of this, wouldn't it be much easier to just plonk down 1 conveyor merger? There's a splitter, I got them on the hotbar as well. Just so that I can get the output that way. Plonk that down right here. Connect that. I don't even need the faster conveyors for that. And now I can just place a splitter. I mean, it's a bit over to the side, it's a bit annoying. But still, I can just place the splitter right there. Is that in the middle? I guess it is. And now, yeah, I'll have to connect this. Yeah, I do. Now I have to connect this using a Mark II conveyor, because there's going to be 90 wires on there. And then I can just split this neatly into all of those. So that's pretty easy, actually. Yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to get that idea. Now I can just connect it like so, and like so. This just goes in a straight line. For this I'll just do the same as over there. And yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that already, but I like to put down these conveyor poles to make the curves look a little bit neater, just so that it's more of a right angle and not so much of a diagonal line going over there, because I just like it more, you know. Now here it's going to be even easier, because I can just plunk down the splitter here and the merger here. Just make sure I get a neat connection. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. So the hitboxes sometimes are a bit wonky, I think. But you know, it's not too much of a big deal. And now with this method I could actually save some space here and could pull all of those constructors one closer to me basically, because now there's going to be a lot of straight conveyors just doing nothing really. But that's not too much of a problem. Nice, so now these should be all the conveyors to feed all the cable production. Now another thing we'll need is a storage facility, but that's going to be something for its own episode, I guess. So where we can put all of those cables and the wires in, because right now we don't really need them for anything, for any further production. And yeah, by the way, this is all shifted over because there's this mine, and I can't really build into here because, yeah, the mine's in the way. So what we're going to do now is connect up power to all of these, which is going to be pretty straightforward. Just plunk down a couple of these, and I actually hope we have enough power for this, because I did set up quite a few new machines now that I think about it, and I'm not entirely sure whether these are going to have enough power, because we only put up 5, oh wow, missing cables. I'm so looking forward to not having to do this anymore, to actually manually make the cables, that is. In the future we'll just be able to go to our storage and, you know, grab a couple stacks. That's gonna be so much nicer. I just need one pole over here to connect this up to the power network, like so. Now all of these should be yellow, yeah, because they don't have input materials, but apart from that they're fine. Nice. So the next thing I want to do is get the inputs going, because as you may have noticed, we don't actually have any copper going into here. This is still going downstairs, and this is still ending over there. So we'll just have to set up a couple elevators here to, you know, get up our materials. So I'll quickly do that and then check back with you. Okay, so as you can see, I set up that conveyor lift over there, and this is transporting in, of course, all the copper coming from back there, from over there, down it goes and comes back up, and now this is coming in as well. So now in theory all of this production should be running, and I'm going to check the power. Well, that looks really good, but that's due to the fact that not all of it is running yet, I believe. And also probably, I mean, these aren't going to be producing for very long. But now we can check the copper wires back here. These were running first because I connected that first. And the other mine is going to be a bit later. But look at that, this is getting split pretty nicely. And now this is also splitting up. And these will be making cables. Nice. I think the reason why this is so low is because these aren't running anymore, are they? Well, they are actually, but yeah, no, they're not. So these all shut off because actually my storage is full. We got all the reinforced plates made and now there's no space for any more. That's why the production shut down. And that's of course why we are using less power as well. But I think we could be fine anyway. So what I'll need to do now is just make some storage for these. And that's gonna be some, yeah, you know, some not so awesome storage. But it's gonna be okay for now. So let's see, if I put down a storage container this way, yeah, I can't because it's too close to the abyss. But the hub is in the way. So I guess this is the moment where we relocate our hub. Now let me check if I have any space in my inventory. I do. Enough for this, probably not. Well, almost actually. So let's take a look. I can just trash 3 of those plates. Then I can grab everything. Oh, apart from the hub parts, yeah, that's right. Okay, so what else can I trash? 7 leaves, I guess. So now we get the hub parts back. And I will also take this. Even though, yeah, I can't carry the materials. So I'll just trash those as well. Whatever. Oops. And now we'll just put the hub up there. Because we don't want to be running around on this level anymore anyway. So it's a good thing that we get the hub upstairs. Now this is of course not the most beautiful thing in the world, and it's gonna be improved in the future. Now I just want... oh. Yeah, I didn't bring any concrete, did I? Okay, hang on, I'll just... I don't even have iron plates? What the heck? Okay, whatever, so I'll just get that figured out and build some foundations here, like on this plateau, and put down the hub. By the way, I am aware of these iron sources, but they're not so great, they're impure, and it's just 2 of them. So we will of course use them in the future, but they're not, like I said, they're not the best. So I'm not in a crazy hurry to use them. So yeah, I'll just get some materials and then talk to you again. There we go. So I'll just place some ramps for accessibility. Oh yeah, that's right. And now this is in the clearance. So now I just shut down part of my production. But that's not too bad actually. So I'll just have to place an extra power pole here, I guess. Connect this. So that's gonna be fine. Now the hub is out of the way and I want to check whether the MAM... yeah, it worked. The mycelia analysis is complete and it didn't reset or anything, even though we relocated the hub, so that's a good thing. Let's see.
This mycelia can be used to create fabrics. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 1. Additionally, R&D has requested extra samples to determine the cause of an anomaly.
Okay, so now we can research fabric and also more mycelia. Let's see if we have any of that. Yeah, we do have more mycelia, so I'm just gonna throw in more mycelia. Just, you know, to keep the research going. Now, what I was about to do is extend these, yeah, that's right, to include the storage containers, so that we can actually store the cables we're making. Because right now, yeah, the production is going to shut down pretty soon. That's not what I wanted to do. Sometimes these auto connecting placements, you know, they're a bit wonky, but it's working surprisingly well, I think. Yes, and I will just plonk down a series of storage containers, and I don't have iron plates. Oh well, so I'll just grab some, I guess. I mean, we have tons of iron plates. Are these iron plates? Yep, look at that. More than enough for a set of pesky storage containers. So just plonk them down like so, I guess. They're temporary anyway. One more, yeah, that's it. And now, you know the drill, just pipe everything we get into here to make sure that we get a nice supply of cables. And yes, I am aware that this is probably more cables than we'll ever need for anything. I'm not really sure what they're used for even. Oh, and I screwed up this container. Hang on. Yeah, like so. So now we're actually automatically mass producing cables. Isn't that awesome? So that was my main goal for today's episode, and I think that's looking pretty good already. I mean, we got a lot of wires. Oh, yeah, I actually forgot about that. I should probably just put down some storage containers over here as well. Now, can I put one here? I can. Okay. You know, just so that also the ones that are not being processed into cables, which is also a very important thing, these would get stored as well. These have run full already probably. Oh, actually this is not getting any input. Why is that? Hang on. So, I see, yeah. So that's some sort of conveyor belt bug, I guess. Will it connect like so? No, it won't. Will it connect like so? I guess it will. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so now this one is online as well. And now we're getting all the wires. Nice. So I guess it's time to look at the next milestone we want to do. I mean, yeah, these are all some funny but not so effective things. We'll probably have to get conveyor walls at some point to make decent storage facilities and stuff. Jump pads, not a fan. Walkways I want to get as well. And now for the next tiers, oh, yeah, that's right, we already completed those two actually. So probably steel production would be up next, because we need to get motors and stuff going. Oh no, actually I want to get the storage built first and then also automate the modular frames and the rotors, because we're going to need rotors and modular frames for a lot of these milestones, as you may have seen. Like this, look, costs modular frames and rotors. This, modular frames and more rotors. This, modular frames and motors, which requires rotors. The Explorer, a ton of both actually. And the explosives also. So yeah, that's gonna be something we have to do next. I think for the rotors, yeah, we just need iron for that, but we don't really have enough iron. So I guess the next plan would be to get the steel production, because that also gives us minus Mark II. And with a minus Mark II, we can actually improve the mining speed of all of these miners and double the iron production. because right now we're using pretty much all the iron we have just for making the reinforced plates, but we need some more iron for the rods that also go into the modular frames, and then of course even more to make the actual rotors. So that's going to be our plan for next time probably, or maybe also we're going to do the improved storage, like building a warehouse type thing. I'm not really sure about that. I'll let you know and you'll see in the next episode. So I'm gonna wrap this one up right here. Thank you very much for watching, and if you liked it then make sure to check back for the next episode. See you then guys, bye!